Alright, hey guys, my name is Shadow, and welcome back to Elite Dangerous. So today, we're going to be talking about a little bit of a budget-oriented Anaconda build. Now, for any of you guys who are wondering, the skin that I have applied to this right now is the I want to say limited edition. I don't know. Is it limited edition? Let me know in the comments. But this is the limited edition Midnight Black Friday skin from the Frontier store, basically, and I purchased this for like every ship that I own. So if you want to see this skin, if you want to see what this skin looks like on other ships, let me know down in the comments, and we can totally make that happen. I've got this skin for ships with body kits and stuff, and it looks amazing. But anyways, I digress. We're not actually here to talk about the skin. We're here to talk about the budget build for the Anaconda. So let's just move on to that. So we'll start with the core internal, because that's, well, the core of the build. Okay. Anyways, moving on. So we have the lightweight alloy because, well, that's what the Anaconda comes with. Now, the next thing we have here is the 8B power plant. Now, there are several different options for power plants you could go with for this, but if you want to do, and we're talking about a combat build here, so this is what we're going to be doing. So the 8B power plant has pretty good power output. It's got 33 megawatts total output, and it only costs 52 million. If you get this at like Jameson Memorial, it's actually 10% less, and that's where I got this whole ship at Jameson Memorial. Everything you see on, well, not everything. I had some modules left over from previous ships, and we'll get to that in a minute. But we have the 8B power plant here because, well, I feel like this is kind of the sweet spot for the Anaconda. Now, it's going to get upgraded in the future, obviously, but for the moment, we just have this because it's only 52 million, whereas the 8A, having 36 megawatts total output, is 158 million. It's actually more than the ship. Like, the power plant costs more than the ship. So, anyways, let's go back. So we have the 7D thrusters, and that's kind of the same boat here. These are inexpensive, and the Anaconda is just a boat anyways. So, you know, you get slower turning rates, you get slower top speeds, stuff like that. But even if we put the 7A thrusters on here, which cost 50 million credits as compared to 1.8 million credits, or if you get this at Jameson Memorial where it's 10% off, you know, a little bit less than that. I mean, let's take a look at this. So we get 201 meters per second top speed, and we get 185 meters per second top speed. Yeah, that's a lot better, and we can take the 7A thrusters and go and put dirty drive tuning on them and make it go way faster and stuff, and that'll be cool, but this is what we're doing for the budget. Now, you could go with the C or the B or something like that, and that's fine. If you guys want to do that, that is cool, but this is really a matter of, do we have enough power to power everything else on the ship and have good thrusters? So if you want to upgrade your thrusters, you might have to go and upgrade your power plant first before you upgrade your thrusters, unless you want to swap around some of the other components on the ship, which we will now continue to take a look at. So we've got the 6A frameshift drive, because even with the A frameshift drive, 17.6 light years, which is pretty good. I mean, it's not bad. It's better than, like, you know, the Fer-de-Lance, where we only get like 12 light years with an A frameshift drive, stuff like that. I mean, you can go with a different frameshift drive if you want. It depends on whether you're going to be staying in one system, going to multiple systems, how far away they are, you know, whatever you want to do. And you can also take this and go to Elvira Martuk or Felicity Farseer and upgrade this for increased jump range, which we're going to do at some point. So let me know in the comments if you guys want to see that. Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see any upgrades done to this ship, which there will be some. Then, next we have the 5D life support, because, well, D is the lightest weight class, and this doesn't take very much power. It's better than the E that it comes with, and we're not going to go into life support. I'm sure you guys know about life support and sensors. We got 5D, we got 8D for sensors and life support. That's pretty standard. And we have the 8A power distributor. Well, because power distributors are really, really critical to your build. You want your weapons and your shields and your engines to recharge as quickly as possible, so we need the best power distributor that we can possibly put on this ship, and that is the 8A. And this is also something that's going to get engineer upgraded at the Dweller. I'm trying to collect materials for that at the moment, but I think, guys, let me know if you think it would be better to do weapon focused on this or charge enhanced. So I could do grade 5 charge enhanced, or I could do grade 3 weapon focused. And I'm kind of leaning toward the charge enhanced because on every other ship that I've got, I've done weapon focused, and I think I might want to move away from that a little bit. I think I might want to try experimenting with the charge enhanced. The only problem with charge enhanced is that it takes a material called exquisite focus crystals, which only come from mission rewards that are really hard to get. These missions like never spawn. I've never actually seen one, so I'm kind of in search of unicorn horn here. So anyways, let's move on to the optional internal. Let's do that next. So we have the 7A shield generator. Now you should be able to get this, and this one is a little bit upgraded, and that's only because I had this shield generator left over from my Imperial Clipper. Now, in order to get this, I sold my Imperial Clipper and I stripped all the parts that were upgraded off of it. So here we are with modifications. So this is grade 3 reinforced, but I'm not going to go into that. But we're just going to look in here really quick, and we can go into shield generators, and we can see that a 7A shield generator is about 50 million credits, but this is something that is essential to your combat build, so I wouldn't recommend going with lower class shield generators than, or lower grade shield generators than A. And I would get the biggest one that I possibly could, you know, for a combat-oriented vessel, which this is. So next, we have 3 6B shield cell banks. Now, B has the most charges per bank. These each have 5 charges. So we have a total of 15 shield cells, and that's pretty good. They'll recharge about 1 ring of shields, maybe slightly less, and we'll get to that in a minute because we have a bunch of shield boosters on this ship, but we'll get to that. So 3 6A shield cell banks. Then we have a 5A fuel scoop. And you know what? I'm just a big advocate now of always having a fuel scoop on your ship because you never know how far you're going to be jumping. Lately, I've been taking a lot of long trips in different ships, and fuel scoops are just good. I mean, you don't want to get stuck somewhere and not have a way to get where you're going, and then you have to quit the game and call the fuel rats, and that's embarrassing. Well, yeah. So fuel scoop, just put a fuel scoop on your ship, the best one you can afford. Anyway, then we have the fighter hangar. Now this is actually why I got rid of my Imperial Clipper and I bought an Anaconda. I wanted to have a combat ship that could have a fighter on it. Now in here, I only have the Imperial fighter, and that's only because this station doesn't sell the Taipan. I want a Taipan, but I don't want to have to fly the ship all the way back to Jameson Memorial, but I'm probably going to end up doing that because that's the only place around here that sells it. So whatever, but I'm gonna go get that. But for now, I just have the Imperial fighter on here, and this particular one has 2 fixed plasma accelerators. Well, fixed, I mean they're all fixed, but it has 2 plasma accelerators, and it's pretty decent. It makes a little bit of difference in your combat, not as much as I thought it was going to, but it does make a little bit of difference. So next we have an auto field maintenance unit. And this is something that you guys really get on me about when I talk about like my Python build and stuff, is that I don't have any way to manage the heat that's built up from the shield cell banks on my Python. And you guys in the comments are always telling me, Shadow, you're going to kill yourself with all that heat. You need to use like heatsink launchers, or you need something to blah, blah, blah. And I go, yeah, but I'll just eat it and then I'll repair when I get back to the base. Well, the Anaconda has room for a field maintenance unit, so I've put one in here. I've only put in a D because, well, I don't anticipate having a lot of malfunctions. I mean, I've tried this out a bit. I've been flying it for a few days now, and yeah, a couple of things malfunction. Normally, it's the chaff launcher or one of the pulse lasers, and that's really it. So a D field maintenance unit is pretty good for this ship. Then we have some cargo racks because, you know, we need cargo space on stuff. And of course, the pinnacle of every build, the Advanced Discovery Scanner. Ah yes, bask in the goodness of the Discovery Scanner. Okay, that's it for the optional internal things. Let's look at the hardpoints first, and then the utility mounts. So this is kind of a cool build. It's lasers and multi-cannons, but let's see what order they're in. So we have a 4A multi-cannon. Now these are all gimbaled and turreted and stuff. So all the multi-cannons on this ship are gimbaled and all the lasers are turreted. So we have the 4A multi-cannon, and some of these are upgraded, but that's only because they've come from different ships that I've kind of salvaged them off of and then put them on here. So if you're just purchasing this ship, it's not going to be upgraded, but it's not going to perform much worse than this. So we have the 4A multi-cannon, which I've just said 3 times now. Then we have a class 3 burst laser. Then we have 2 class 3 multi-cannons. Then 2 class 2 pulse lasers and 2 class 1 pulse lasers. And it works really well. It takes shields down like pretty quickly, and it takes hulls down like pretty quickly. So that's pretty cool. We're not going to be taking it out into action in this video, but guys, let me know in the comments if you want to see this thing go out into a resource extraction site and just shred some dudes. Let me know in the comments. In fact, we'll probably just do that just in I don't know, we'll do a part 2 or something like that, and we'll do that. That sounds fun. So let's look at utility mounts. So of course, this is a bounty hunting ship, so we have a kill warrant scanner, and then we have a bunch of shield boosters. And again, these are upgraded. Don't worry if yours are not. It's fine. It doesn't actually make that much difference. I mean, it makes a little bit of difference, but you know, it's fine. They're only upgraded because I had them from previous things, and I just transferred them over here. So I did not specifically go out and upgrade this before I did this video. That would be weird. What kind of budget would that be? I don't know. But anyway, so we have 6 shield boosters on this ship, and they really help. So even notice a couple of them are not upgraded because I just had these laying around in my storage thing. Guys, I love module storage. Oh my god, tell me how much you love module storage in the comments. Tell me in the comments how much you love module storage. It's amazing. Back to the game. Okay, so we have 6 shield boosters. We have a kill warrant scanner. It's a C because it gives us 3 kilometers. And then we also have a chaff launcher, which I'm thinking about replacing this with a shield booster. I don't know. Let me know if you guys think that would be prudent. I'm not sure this is really benefiting me at all. This seems more like the enemy uses chaff really well, and then you can't hit them for crap. But when you use chaff, it basically does nothing for the AI. Like, they still shoot you. So let me know if you guys are experiencing that phenomenon in the comments, and let me know if you think I should replace this chaff launcher with a 7th shield booster. And that may happen. So that is pretty much the build, and I will show you guys this skin here in the thing. So this is the Black Friday paint job. It's also called Midnight Black. If you find it on the Frontier store, I believe it's only available this weekend. I could be wrong. I could be wrong about that. It might be available longer than that. I don't know, but it's really cool, and it's not that expensive. It's just the one skin in the pack. And something cool that I did is I put the red weapon color modifier on here. I wasn't interested in the weapon color modifiers for the longest time, and then I don't know. I just bit the bullet and I got it. So let me know if you guys want to see that. And yeah, cool. So that is pretty much the extent of this video. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you thought down in the comments. Like it if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it. And again, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.